Hi everybody, welcome to this week's live. I hope everyone's doing well and everyone's having a good week. Today on today's live, I have some special announcements. So I will be speaking about, for those of you that are looking to bring an idea or have been thinking about maybe starting a business, I'll be speaking about how to clarify your idea and how to give you that clarity in the beginning to understand which business you'd like to start. And also I'll give you a few steps, the beginning stages of starting your business. And then at the end, I want you to stay tuned on the entire live because I have a special guest that I'm interviewing, and I'm very excited to have her. Her name is Dana Ponsky, and I'm very excited to have her on as well for her to share her experience in starting her own business and giving you guys that perspective as well. Thank you, Shalena, for joining. Hi, Brittany. Thank you so much for joining the live today. Hi, Anna. Thanks. Hi, Juliet. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. So I'm going to just jump right into the topic that I'm going to be speaking about. So the beginning of any business is sort of understanding where you'll be conducting business, right? So will it be a brick and mortar or will it be an online business? With today's internet age, a lot of opportunities have been opened up for a lot of mostly service businesses to open up online. So that would be the first step in clarifying how you will be conducting your business. Will it be just brick and mortar online, or it could be a mix of both? For example, in my experience, my business is a mix of both because I do have a physical coaching office and consulting office in the community. But most of my coaching is also done virtually. So that would be an example of a business that would be mixed. Hi, Anjali. I hope I'm saying your name correct. Hi, Sherry. Thank you so much for joining. So then the next 3 steps to clarify is what are your options? So as I mentioned before, will this be a service business? Will it be offering a service? Will you be offering a product, or will you be selling information, right? So in the form of digital courses or ebooks or books, so that to give you an example of what that would look like as far as information. So then, the next thing is obviously to consider what do you enjoy mostly doing, right? So I know with COVID-19, we have had a lot of time to reflect and think about the things that we actually enjoy doing and what gives us the most pleasure. So try to think back on the activities that you enjoy doing or hobbies that you have, things that you sort of lose track of time in, and see if you can maybe track back to looking at that bigger picture of what are some of those activities that you do enjoy doing. Another helpful thing to consider is think back of a day in the life of the person that would be doing the business that you're trying to start. So, because that is very helpful, because a lot of times we have different ideas from what the everyday tasks look like and what it actually takes to run a business in that area that you're choosing. So, if you can interview someone in the business or in the field that you're trying to go into, that's always very valuable information, because then they can share their real life experience with you, and that will help you tremendously in absolutely knowing what are the day-to-day activities that you'll be doing. So another thing that I also did when I started my business is to make a list of priorities and values. So what are your most important values? What are your most important priorities? And see that the business that you're trying to start actually matches that. Because obviously the reason why most of us start businesses is because we see it as an opportunity to create the life that we actually want based on the lifestyle that we want. So it's pretty important to know what is important to you and what matters to you, and to get that clarity before you move forward. So the next thing I just wanted to speak about maybe some of the steps, and then I'll be inviting Dana on and we'll have a really good conversation about her business as well. So as I said, you want to, after you sort of have done the pre-work based on what I mentioned, then you sort of want to define your vision, right? Any business starts with a vision. You want to understand what is it that you're trying to accomplish on a bigger scale. Because if you have a clear vision, and doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a vision right away, because sometimes the vision gets clearer as you're taking the steps towards it. So, but just have to have an initial idea of what is it that you're trying to accomplish. It's always very helpful. That would be the first start. And also considering why you want to do what you want to do. It's very important, especially when you're building a business. It's very important to understand why you're starting one, because building a business is sort of like, I see it as very connected to parenting. It's sort of like a baby, you know, you'll be giving birth to a new baby, and it takes a lot of caring, a lot of patience, a lot of commitment. So you want to make sure that you have a really important reason why you want to do what you do, because there will be a lot of challenges, there will be a lot of obstacles along the way that will sort of cloud your judgment a lot of times, or maybe make you question and doubt why you started what you started. So I believe if you have a bigger why beyond yourself for the business, that will help you, that will carry you through when the challenges come along. So I would say that would be something to always consider. So you know your marketplace at the beginning. I know a lot of people speak about a niche and sort of understanding, you know, depending on what area or what field you're trying to go into. Obviously you want to study the market. You want to see whether your idea is probably something that's already been done before, or is it something new that it's a new industry, or something new that maybe is not as popular out there yet. So when you do start in the market, you want to make sure that you actually stand out. If it's something that's already crowded, if it's an environment that's already crowded, does not mean that you don't start the business if you're really passionate about what you want to do. But you do have to understand that it's easier to niche down, and maybe to also, you know, have a personal story behind why you're starting your business, so that could differentiate you from other people in the market or other competitors. So know your target customer, right? This is another thing that comes with practice. A lot of times at the beginning, you're not going to know who your target customer and who your ideal customer is, because you need experience. So the more customers you speak to, the more you get yourself comfortable with speaking to customers and making offers, that is when you will understand slowly who is actually your ideal customer and who is someone that you would like to work with. So my advice at the beginning is not to be so picky about, you know, who you're trying to work with, because that experience you get back from just helping customers in any area that you're obviously comfortable with will give you that wisdom and experience for you to understand which one you're actually comfortable with helping, and which customer you actually would like to work with. So based on my experience, that's what I have also done as well. So of course, something you want to have a business plan ideally. I think a business plan is always very helpful. I didn't write a business plan at the beginning, but I wrote one recently, and I believe that activity was very, very helpful for me, because it sort of lays down a lot of the things that you have in your mind, and it gives you that clarity and structure from all the things that you're trying to project into your business. And also coming up with a marketing plan in there is really, really powerful, because like I said, it helps you organize what are your next steps, and you know, what do you need to